Hello there everyone and welcome to Tuesday. Do get comfortable because it's going to be a long one.
It's been a while since I've confessed. Hope I can remember everything. Let's see. Oh yeah, like I'll ever find that. Oh yeah, I gotta get that petition signed. Good thing I'm a people person. Guess I could do that anywhere. Stupid library book. Bitch can't even read. Now where is that? Ooh, Gary's in town. I used to love what's happening. Let's see. I guess this crap ain't gonna get done by itself.
So, aside from that, we've got a lot more to do today. Well, after we read our newspaper, of course.
I wonder if he'll say that Willis thing. Maybe I'll ask. I bet he likes that.
Ah, cool. No mention of the super speed bank robber. The newspaper doesn't actually report on anything you do specifically. Probably because they don't want the population to panic too much. And now our health pipe's been replaced with a bass sniffer, the radar of the game. And I'm going to get an upgrade for this later on, I'll show you where that is. Let's just raid our neighbour's house. He's replaced his tasers with, well, pistols because can't be too safe here. Now, most people will kill the marching band. I'm going to kill them as well, but I'm going to show off a multitude of ways to kill them. Let's actually appreciate them for once.
Hi there. Would you like to sign my petition? You gotta be fucking kidding.
The petition we have here can actually, well, submission objective. You ask people if they want to sign your petition. Some will, some won't. There seems to be some randomness to it, but certain classes of NPCs just won't sign your petition, so yeah. Oh dear. This always ends badly. You know, considering that I've killed the marching band every other time, that's actually the first time I've seen that happen. Well, in this run-through, not at this exact moment. Practice runs, yo. Now, because we're actually killing people on Tuesday, well, from now here on out, let's talk about the grenades, because grenades kind of exemplify why I actually really enjoy the combat on this game. So, after we grab the goodies from these rooftops, we're just going to walk back home and I'm going to talk about why I actually quite like Postal 2's combat system. It's kind of basic, but there's a few neat little things in it. Also, as you've probably seen in our shed, the items throughout Paradise change each day. Now, I was going to show off grenades by myself, but this woman spotted me with a rocket launcher and decided to challenge me to a fight. Not entirely wise. Now, explosives in this game will always explode on contact with an NPC or the player. With the ground, they'll just bounce around. This extends to rocket launchers as well, unless the rocket runs out of fuel. So, the reason I like grenades is, as you've just seen, you can kick them to volley them back. Also, the throwing grenades is kind of awkward, so you can right-trigger it to throw it on the ground. Now it'll explode if an NPC touches it. If I touch it, it'll just pick up. But that means I can also kick it. And I can shoot it to set it off manually. So the grenade has a fair few options. Other weapons like this have secondary fires as well that operate differently. Now that's really standard nowadays. And it probably was pretty standard back in 2003 as well. My point is that the weapons don't have rigid predefined roles. They have a variety of uses, and many fun ways in which to use them. You can get inventive. Now, sure, most of them are pretty basic and, you know, just point and shoot, but weapons like that and scissors which can be bounced do lend a bit of variety to your options. So now let's just go to a drug dealer's house, because I wanted to show that off too. Health pipes not just being littered around have various, well, there's various drug dealers around town. And there's dogs who will bite you. That beware of dog sign I didn't listen to, you know, kind of gave it away. Let's just walk away from these a lot before, things get too bad. And the drug dealer will probably die in the disaster dominoes that it would unleash if all those NPCs pulled out weapons and started killing each other.
Hi.
Hi there.
Is this everything?
Yes.
That'll be $200. Okay, great, and thank you.
If you say so.
$200 seems to be the going rate for health pipes in Paradise. and my opening gambit in robbing this place kind of failed. But we'll just recover from that with extreme violence. Also, NPCs can block thrown weapons. Remember that. If they don't have a weapon out, they seem to have a hard time blocking them, but they can just whack them off with a gun if they need to. We didn't exactly recoup our $200, but we got 2 health pipes for much less than we would have paid.
Would you please sign my petition?
No way, you freaking pinko.
Shit. Look, just sign the stupid petition. I've got stuff to do.
Idiot. Okay, I guess that sounds pretty good.
So, what have we got to do today? Well, I've got to show off arcade machines, I've got to go to the school district, I've got to find a hidden item for the raider, and we got to do the base objectives. So, oh yeah, we've got to show off a new area. The parade grounds, which only unlocked today, and well, they're pretty fun on Insano mode. It's an area that should not have that many weapons in it. With the petition, you can ask people to sign it a maximum of 3 times, each time getting progressively more violent. Kind of like Paradise itself. Also, I meant to show off what's actually on this rooftop, but on Monday, which is a health pipe, but on Tuesday that changes to a medical kit. Anyway, on the regular game, if you ask them 3 times, the 3rd one will either make them get violent, make them run away, or agree to sign it, and you can't ask them any more times. On Insano, it's a little different.
Hi there, would you like to sign my petition?
No way, you freaking pinko.
You gotta be fucking kidding. Sign my petition, damn it.
No way, you freaking pinko.
Shit. Are you gonna sign this, or will it be your surviving family members?
If they sign it, there will be a pause like this.
Okay, I guess that sounds pretty good.
Thanks.
Yeah, the 3rd one where they would typically, you know, throw a hissy fit and try and murder you. Instead, they agree to it, unless they're police officers, in which case, negative things happen.
Petition?
I'm sorry.
You gotta be fucking kidding. Look, just sign the stupid petition. I've got stuff to do.
I'm sorry.
Shit. Sign this petition or I'll follow you home and kill your dog.
And your twin.
Okay, I guess that sounds pretty good.
What, me following you home and killing your dog? That doesn't sound good at all. I won't fuck with you. Or your dog. Just take the napalm launcher and go. That's the effect of anthrax. It's a bit of a negative, you see. I just wanted to show off why the kick move was so goddamn useless as an actual attack. I had to use someone who was incapable of resisting, basically. So yeah, the arcade was just for show in the base game, but AWP decided to make it have an actual function, and I really don't care much for it. The games are shallow, not very fun. Despite the game I'm playing, I'm just going to say I really don't care for random massacring of civilians in games like this. I find it really dull. But that's kind of all these arcade games have to offer, and the reason I killed the guy running the arcade is because I haven't found any way to actually barter with him. He only drops tokens if I murder him. So let's start with Teen Sniper. Now, you could argue that the joke, oh, you know, it causes, you know, teen killings, it causes mass murders and all that. You could argue that it was a parody of that, but once you make them into actual playable arcade machines, something of the joke is lost. It's especially lost when the minigame is dull as shit. This wouldn't inspire me to go on a murderous rampage, this would inspire me to go to sleep. You're just in a random outcropping, and you've got a sniper rifle and tons of ammo, and you shoot civilians who can't actually fight back. I mean, on Insano mode they do pull out weapons, but they basically can't fight you back in this mode. You're out of sight to them. But there is a reason to stop in here when you're playing AWP, and that'll become apparent soon enough. Don't know why I'm showing this off. Maybe I should just talk about this gun. This is the elephant gun. You can find it somewhere in Paradise. It kills near enough everything in one hit. Some enemies are the exception. Headshots are always insta-kills. It's very accurate. I don't even believe you need to scope in if you're close enough. And it penetrates targets. It's actually quite fun to use. It's a satisfying weapon. Yeah, this arcade game kind of skimped out on the mountain textures. That's more than I can do. Postal 2 actually does have a built-in editor, but then I believe it's based on Unreal Engine, so... Unreal Engine 2, I believe, so yeah. So that was Team Sniper, and the reason I showed that off... Let me just go in here quickly. I'm not sure where I should stand to show... Ah, fuck it. We'll just move on to the coin gobbler. Now, actually, when you leave the arcade machine, you still have the elephant gun and its ammo. That's the point. And that's Fag Hunter, that's the other playable game, and... Well, this one is just a massacre. This is actually recorded on aggressive, because this is near impossible. So, what you gotta do? You gotta hunt down this exact model, which is one of the female models with Vince Desi's head on it. Now, I'm not even gonna mention how incredibly offensive it is, because it's pretty apparent, but... It's just really not fun, because none of the other NPCs fight back. If you kill any others, game immediately ends, you lose. That's it. You know, I could just get over how incredibly offensive it was enjoyable in the slightest, but there's no fighting back. On Insano mode, all the civilians will, you know, go after you, so it's basically impossible to win. So you either got to put up with something that's incredibly tedious or unwinnable. That's all there is to it. This is also a map that's actually in the base Postal 2 game, unlike Teen Sniper, which got its own original map. This is just one of the maps of Paradise, but rendered by night. That's really all I can say about this. There is a hidden health item in this map, which gives you 150 health. Also, let's talk about the AI of this game. Oh, okay, this is my first run of it. I didn't re-record. Okay. Let's talk about the AI in this game. If a civilian has a weapon, they will pull it out and return fire. If a civilian doesn't have a gun, they will cower if you hit them with a melee weapon, or they will run at the sign of gunfire. So basically the AI is determined as, do I have a weapon? Yes, let's start fighting. If not, they won't. And that's how the citizens of Paradise operate. I actually read the instruction manual for this game, went back through it, and the explanation for why every NPC acts the way they do is, everyone is a little tense. Which is a pretty good explanation, I believe. Oh dear, I lost. What a terrible, terrible tragedy. Let's just move on from this. I get this was made probably as a joke, but it doesn't really make it any more enjoyable. So that's the arcade. My favourite arcade machine game in there is the Coin Gobbler, which actually gives you a semi-funny message.
Look, just sign the stupid petition. I've got stuff to do.
If you threaten a cop, however...
Pinko.
Shit. Are you gonna sign this, or will it be your surviving family members?
Okay, you're coming with me.
Oh dear. Things have taken a turn for the worst. Also, because you can't just, you know, slice up cops, that'd make the game too easy, it just clips through them and does a bit of damage rather than, you know, gibbing them, like it would happen with a regular pedestrian. Now, let's just leave this map before it just turns into an utter clusterfuck, because, like I said earlier on, NPCs now pull out guns at the sign of danger, and that basically creates a domino effect where everyone ends up dead. We've got some unfinished business on this map, actually. So, let's just make a quick stop-off. Now, we can go in through the back in the shop, or we could climb up to this window and head in that way, but... Well, let's face this challenge head-on rather than sneaking through the back. I said yesterday that we could go out through this door over here, and, well... We don't have to get milk, but we could still go and kick his doors in. There's an optional battle in here with several scripted NPCs. Now she's throwing syringes at us. If we get hit by them, we'll get slowed down, our vision will be pulled out, we'll become very disoriented, and we'll be in a lot of danger considering there's policemen coming up to get us, so... Luckily we managed to get her without taking a hit. It's pretty easy to dodge projectile weapons such as that, but always panic when someone spawns with a grenade launcher such as this in one of these enclosed spaces. Yep, that's a new modder added weapon, the grenade launcher. Pretty fun to use, actually, especially with the maximum ammo cheat, because it could just shoot off grenades like no one's business. Pretty good rate of fire on it, but you still have to basically aim down because the grenades volley upwards. More so than would be comfortable. So it's always worth checking out this building because it gets new supplies in daily. I believe actually there's a sack of cash in here on one of the days. And the double barrel basically explodes heads. Near enough a one-hit kill in every scenario. So let's just grab all the stuff in here and then we'll talk about the most basic weapon of the game. The most basic gun of the game, rather. Also there's medkits in here. You can't carry medkits, but they instantly heal you, so they should be your first resort rather than using your consumables. The handgun, decent power, ugly-ass slow animation, incredibly accurate, pretty much practical throughout the whole game on most basic difficulties. And this mod-added Colt 45 has basically all the accuracy of the pistol, with one-hit kills and a faster rate of fire. Not so practical in this scenario where they're volleying rockets at the building, but let's just make a quick retreat. The building on the opposite end of the road is the book repository, which you should always stop in here. Oh, this is the effect of the syringes, by the way. We're slowed down a bit, the FOV gets fucked. Shotgun's pretty decent in this game, but to secure a one-hit kill with it, you have to be right in their face, basically in melee distance. So let's just let the effect of the syringe wear off. The reason the book repository is always a good place to stop at is that there will near enough always be body armor on the second floor and medkits on the first, so should be a good first port of call. And this is what our model looks like with the Petition. He must have Velcro on the back of his hand or something, with the corresponding Velcro on the back of the Petition. The animations on some of these weapons are okay. You wouldn't need to see them before the Share the Pain expansion, but they were here. The kick just looks like he's doing a weird dance move. The bat attack looks decent enough. Also, they can block strikes with this. If an NPC starts blocking, just give up on trying to hit them with a melee weapon. Yeah. Or that specific melee weapon. Hope he turns around for some guy with a Molotov and then gets crushed in a doorway. This animation is just... yeah. Quite a few of these animations are reused. This one has the exact same animations as the shovel, both in first person and in, well, the mirror. Now, there is something I've actually forgotten, so I just have a quick flashback and I run back in here to whip my cock out. Delightful.
Now the flowers.
In the manual, it's actually said that this is why he can't use other weapons when he's got his cock out, because his hands are occupied, but that's only when you're actually pissing. Also, if a cop sees you with your cock out, you'll get arrested, and other NPCs will laugh at you. Pissing actually has another function. You can piss in NPCs' faces to basically stun lock them. How handy is that? Not typically that handy, actually. There's not a lot to do in Paradise. Everyone just has a turn kicking the head. So, first off, let's return our library book and pick up that cat. The cat won't come in handy today, but, you know, it's got uses down the road. Oh, what is that wonderful noise I hear? Ah, fuck. Well, the time and human cost of returning this library book has just been raised. So, what can I say about the library area? We're only going to see it once and in two different states. There's not really much here. It's just a lot of copy-pasted models of bookshelves. There's one little hidden closet that has a couple items in it, but I actually failed to find it. It's what I'm looking for right now as it goes. I'm looking in the right place, just on the wrong side of the library. It's a very symmetrical area. A lot of NPCs are dotted around here for a place that only appears once, and there's a lot pathed. Well, I can afford to be lazy now. NPCs don't really notice that you're standing on your head. But, well, you're standing on their head, rather. Sorry, I'm just kind of befuddled by the whole scenario. Let's go look at a really weak joke instead. I wonder where that falls onto the Dewey Decimal System.
I feel like shit.
Now let's just take a little shortcut to where we're actually meant to go.
I knew I shouldn't have smoked that crap.
Not too much health lost from that.
I definitely need more of that.
Now we can queue up and actually pay our late fee, but if you drop it in the drop box, there is absolutely no difference. No repercussion.
Maybe I should keep that.
Let's just try and take a look at the model, and
I think I need that.
I'll let you judge for yourself whether that's funny or not. Jesus, just calm down. It's just like a table. Oh well. That kind of... I can't queue up now, so I have an excuse not to pay the late fee. I'm in a hurry. I've got to go meet Gary Coleman. Throwing objects in this game is kind of awkward. That's now unreachable. We can't complete this objective. We cannot return our library book. Dude, what are you... This is an overreaction, if nothing else. Poor Postal, dude. That's just what pushed him over the edge. No, it doesn't. Attempt number 2.
I hope the bitch appreciates the trouble I went to.
Finally, it's about time you showed up.
Sorry I'm late. Somebody blew up my car.
Let's burn some books.
Well, knowing the fire physics in this game, that won't cause too much of a problem. It'll probably just be in little circles and stuff. Oh my, everyone moved really quickly in that loading screen I cut out. They evac'd immediately.
This can't be good for me, but I feel great.
Now, one thing to note is that you automatically get swapped to your health pipes when you're on low health. Or when he's addicted, I mean.
Minding my own business, just enjoying
So yeah, I accidentally just used up a health pipe when I meant to, well, use something else. And this is a rocket launcher. A nuclear one. A mini nuke launcher. Let's ignore that. Let's look at this fire. They work really quick. And this fire kills you on contact. Because if you could just walk through that fire, you could just walk straight out of the level. You know, the entrance is right there. So, seems we've got to take the long way through, right? And shoot that corpse that is standing up. Well, this fire's kinda glitchy. It kills you by flagging you as on fire, I'm left to assume, because if you're already on fire, you can walk through it with no further incident. I could just leave the level right now and be done with it. And someone shot me. From somewhere. Not certain. Sneaky bugger. But, you know, we're kind of fair, and for some reason I decided to equip the smeg gun before I kill myself. So, let's take the level seriously. Let's go and face it honourably. Kill all the book burners. Direct hits from the cowhead actually damage you. I fucking love this game. Now, what can make these levels annoying is when NPCs are given area denial weapons like the Cowhead and Zyklon B, or rocket launchers. You rarely see these guys because they're overpowered as fuck. Because rockets home in on you automatically and they have infinite ammo and can fire repeatedly. Basically, it just slows the levels down a bunch unless you're just going to jump around them. Also, I'm trying to edge to pick up that fast food, but I fuck it up. Now, you could tell what bookshelves are going to fall over because they're brighter than the other models. I believe that was actually fixed in the recent patch. I'm not too certain, though. You can kill him for a couple of goodies as well. So, what do we do here? You've actually got to backtrack, but another thing you can do is, if you crouch jump up here, you could just fall down there and skip another big chunk of the level and go right to the exit. Once again, we're not going to do that. That's just a pipe dream. Instead, we've got to head back over there. And climb over the rafter. Luckily, a slice of pizza has spawned on the floor that was not there previously. You don't look a gift pizza in the mouth.
How'd you like it if you that's the stuff.
I wonder if that... Yep, If you're going too quick, that will kill you, if you're just running straight ahead. I find that kind of a little bit of a dick move, but... Also, the Smeg launcher, whatever the fuck you'd call it, has two firing modes, a concentrated shot and a wide shot. Makes it a pretty decent shotgun at hefty ranges. And that's why the sawn-off is even better. There are some NPCs still dotted around in the library who will shoot book burners on sight. The assault rifle is low damage, but decently accurate. You can pretty much whittle down enemies with this gun. Kills pretty quick as well. Luckily not all of the fires are insta-kill in this map. Also, as you just saw, a giant fucking skull looms at you when you're about to die. Which is a pretty good way of telling you to get fixed. You can also kick scissors back at NPCs, but it's really hard to do. I've been practicing it to try and show it off, but I have not been able to get it captured yet. I'll definitely do so at one point. And that's why enemies with explosive weapons can be left to kill themselves. Let's just show this off. It pretty much has the same animations, distance, speed as a shovel, but near enough is always a one-hit kill. So the pitchfork is no weapon to look over. The thrown katana is also near enough always a one-hit kill, as is exploding someone's head with this, a sledgehammer.
This can't be good for me, but I feel great.
NPCs will occasionally vomit in extremely violent situations. It's kind of random though, so don't depend on it. But always do capitalize on the opportunity when you need to. What's the most stupidly action movie thing to happen in this game that I've ever seen? Also, I said the pistol was terribly accurate, but only in the hands of someone who's proficient with the goddamn thing. So that's the library level, and that's the first part of Tuesday. It'll probably be about 3 or 4 parts, because I really dragged this day out.
Can't we all just get along? Guess not. I better watch out for those guys from now on.
Well, they've already burned the library, they can piss off now. What are they going to do next? Hit the book repository? Hint, they never hit the book depository. Repository. Fuck. What a great note to end on.